Well, hello. So I had a little bit of progress the last time I played. I built a perimeter, a wall around the area where the iron farm is. I'm probably going to be putting farms in here. I'm going to need to make a bamboo farm and at some point a creeper farm, but that might be out in the ocean on the other side over there. Anyway, yeah, I made a lot of progress since the last time I streamed. I went and beat the dragon. I got an elytra, some shulker boxes, stuff like that. I built some other things as well. I went and I have an XP Enderman XP farm as well over at the end, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, so I don't know what I'm planning on doing today. Again, I'm just bored. Playing around. Gonna get this sorted probably today. And yeah, this has been breaking. I don't know what it was, but after a while, this just stops. So you get like 4 stacks, 3 or 4 stacks, and then it just stops. So I don't know what's going on with that thing, but whatever. Reloads usually just fix it. So, but yeah, so I want to get, I'm gonna get everything situated. I mean, the farms are going to be above ground, and I've already forgot what they look like. So I'm going to get the base of it situated. I do know that I will need a lot of, I'll need a lot of sugarcane and other stuff. Oops. God, suck at that. It's been a while since I've used an elytra. So anyway, yeah, let's go look and see what we got from our spoils from the in rating. What's on here? My ender chest. So yeah, so let's see. That's normal. Actually, oh, this is normal. Where was it? Oh, it's this box. So this shulker box has got, I had 2 elytras, some extra swords and stuff, and a lot of chest pieces. These 2 are like pretty decent. Those are probably going to be my primary backups. I just need to get them. Well, I could probably do that right now. Actually, I have enough. Enough levels. Oh, wait, it's down here. Oops. But yeah, I have enough levels to get this sorted and get this upgraded, so I have a proper. Let's see, 8, 10. Okay, yes, let's go this route. Yeah, so that's actually a proper backup chest plate compared to what this one already is. Protection for breaking mending, protection for unbreaking mending. Yeah, so that's like a proper secondary replacement. So yeah, that'll stay in this chest just because I don't trust myself and things will probably get lost at some point. So that just goes right back over here. Anyway, so yeah, let's get this sorted. I'm going to go over there and let's see, maybe I should do this with dirt, just regular dirt, and just kind of line out the where everything's going to be, because oh my god, it's almost dark already, but it's safe in here now. I remember it's actually safe in here. Light level's pretty decent. Nothing kills me, so that's good. Everything's lit up. Obviously these are not spawnable blocks over here. Let's check and see. Actually, I opened this up because now that it's safe in here, I don't need the door. So yeah, I've not a lot, but yeah, I've got back here situated as well. So when I actually start using that, it'll be situated. I wonder if this is, oops. Let's see. Yeah, it's good. No issues there. So let's go ahead and get the layout sorted. I want there to be like space behind everything. So maybe from here, 3 out, and then 1, 2, 3. So yeah, that should be 3 out in each direction. So I'm kind of just wanting to lay out like what the perimeter of the building's going to be, so I can save space here. I don't want it to 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and get the perimeter because it's going to be both. I'm going to have sugarcane and bamboo here. And then let's go back a little more. So it'll be 3 from here as well. So this will be 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. Ooh, that's actually kind of short, but whatever. It'll be fine. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna get this back in the other direction. Forgot my tools. All right. Alrighty, so yeah, it's fine. I don't mind it being sticking out too far here. So we will just make it flush with that. Yeah, that looks a little better. The only thing is that right now it's going to pass this section here, so I can make it come inside a little bit. Do this. 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3 right here. All right. Oops. All right, cool. So that's going to be the perimeter of this little building over here. That way I have space to get around here and around the back. I get the zombie horse back there stressing me out. Still look good. I'm going to go back into the corner. Obviously, I don't care about that because it's being blocked. Spiders can climb over that. I don't know about the wall. I think the wall fixed that issue. I did put, a little barrier here so spiders, because spider crawled over and attacked me the other day and it stressed me out. I was like, oh, okay, well, that's a thing. So let's go ahead and we don't need that up there. Let's move that. Get organite. Excuse me, sir. Thank you. I gotta look up a picture. Whoa. I gotta figure out my zoom key. I always forget which one it is. I think I removed the hotkey on it. I don't remember, but I'll have to look it up. I know it's in here somewhere. Let's sleep just to get the sun back out. I get stressed out whenever it's dark. So yeah, let's go ahead and look up the bamboo farm. All I need is to see a general setup of what it looks like. The one that I'm used to seeing. I don't really need the super crazy collection system. Let's see. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that's the one that I'm used to seeing, but it's got the minecart underneath it, and I'm not. Nobody can see this. I'm just sitting here talking to myself. But yeah, the fully auto farm that I'm looking for. Ah, found it. Okay, cool. All right, sweet. So I've got an idea what it's supposed to look like. I'm going to screenshot this guy and have it sitting in front of me so I can reference the picture. And I know this works both for bamboo and for the other thing, bamboo and sugarcane. So what I'm going to need is hoppers, which I have a lot of. I created a bunch of these. Let's turn this off. All right, let's go back here and at least get the, ooh, I need chest too. I'm going to get the hopper situation, or the hopper, the hoppers in the dirt sorted first. That way, actually, you know what? Where are all my bamboo? Okay, stack of bamboo. And I don't think I have a stack of sugarcane, but I can get some quite easily because I have sugarcane over here. Turn it all into paper. So I can just knock all this down. This should be fine, actually. I don't need too much. Let's just go for a stack. Perfect. And let's get back over here. So I'm going to have them both here. I guess this side's going to be collection. I guess. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So I'm going to need everything to kind of drop back here. I'm probably going to have 2 lines of 2 lines of hoppers coming back this way. I might do bubbles, or not bubbles, water streams actually. So let me think. No, I'm not going to do that because I have to put a dropper or dispenser or something like that in. Yeah, I guess it's just going to have to be. It's just going to have to be the hoppers, a large amount of hoppers. So let's go ahead and I'm going to do 3 there. So this will go all the way. Oops. Let's see, all the way over here. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That. And then I'll do another hopper. I might just do an organization thing like a splitter or something. Probably do one more on each of these. And have them go into the same one. I just have them go into a splitter setup because I do have that. I have that situated. I have that situated in a different world, and I have pictures of how to do that. But right now, I don't necessarily need it to be split. They can all go into the same system, so not too stressed out about that. So let's see. We're gonna have the hoppers coming here, feeding into some chest systems. From there, they will feed into this, and I'll have some sort of, you know, splitter system in here, and it's probably going to go into the auto stuff. I actually might have it go underground. I have this massive underground setup here, so it'll all be out of the way. That should be good. Should be good. This should work. So yeah, let's start with that. Let me go ahead and reference this picture again real quick, so I can get an idea of what needs, because I'm going to make it to where the comparators will look and just do one at a time. I forgot how to do that. I'll have to reference my old Let's Play that I did, which I still have, and I'll get some pictures of it and get that sorted. So, yeah, 1 second. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and let's get the hopper system set up. So I'm going to have the chest. I'm just going to put it right here for now. I'm only going to do 1 just to get it in place. I can add more later. So I had a resource pack from Vanilla Tweaks that put the arrows on these, so I'm not sure what the heck is going on, why they're missing. I'll have to check into that. Okay, anyway, let's get this sorted. Now I need water bottles, which I have. Oops. Let's get the dirt. Need to turn these into mud blocks, which I will need an infinite water source. Fully unprepared for this. All right, let's move all this stuff back. I don't need any of that right now. We need one water bottle, which I should have an empty bottle over here. And I will get an infinite water source placed over here as well. Let's just do 3. Actually, I don't need 3. I only need 2. I got that guy. All right, and my water bottles, empty bottles. I have 1. Lovely. That's perfect. Or 2. 2. I don't know how to count. Math's hard. Let's hop over here. Let's just fill it up further. All right, we'll just put the infinite source right here. Oops. Oops, didn't need 3. All right, cool. Okay, I thought that's how you did that. Oh, that's why. Okay, cool. They got to be dirt blocks. Not grass blocks. So let's get the dirt blocks. Wish you could just like run water over. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't make sense to do that way. Just hope none of these turn into grass blocks before I get a chance to. Probably should have put this on the inside of the build. But whatever, it's all good. Mistakes were made. No harm, no foul. It's not gonna be ridiculous. So let's figure. All right. And let's get all 3 of these. I don't think I'm going to need water anymore. Actually, yeah, I probably will. I think I have to waterlog some blocks in this case. So let's leave that there. And which blocks are those? I don't remember. So bamboo doesn't necessarily need them waterlogged. But I do believe that so let's do the bamboo ones first because those ones are going to be a pain in the butt. And I'll get the sugarcane sorted later. I know that one I can essentially waterlog at a different time. So we have this. Yeah, I need other blocks too. I need building blocks. So let's move all this stuff up. Go get some building blocks and place those, and then some pistons, some regular pistons. I got to build some of those too. Let's sleep, get those. We'll come back and at least get that sorted. And why am I doing that? Okay, go to sleep. Right. Let's. Where's my cobblestone? Here. I think just wood block or planks, I guess. I think. Thought I just had some standard ones. All right, well, let's try it with these birch ones because I don't really build with birch. Forgot to make pistons. Oh, I need redstone and iron. Okay, that makes sense. Redstone, I got a bunch somewhere. Oh, it's all outside. My resources have been moved. That's right. I'm gonna make this long trek go over here, and I have a how do you say crafting bench over there, so it's not that big of a deal. Let's get a stack of each of these. Six, eh? Yeah, I think that's how many are over there. I'll just get them placed for now. Keep growing, man. These things are gonna You're gonna take over the world. I didn't get building blocks. Let's get some more wood. I'm gonna get a bunch of pistons. I'm gonna need a lot, so go ahead and do that. What am I gonna use for building blocks? Maybe pale oak. Let's go ahead and, well, before we do that, let's get the cobblestone. Let's get a whole stack of these fellas right here. Where are my pistons? 26. Perfect. And then we'll do this. Tons of building blocks. All right, so we can put all that stuff back. That goes back. These are what I need. All right, awesome. All right, so let's head back. Let's go over here and get all this sorted. I want all the pistons to be facing inside too, so we'll do this. These are going to probably, well, these will probably stay. I don't think we really need anything there, so we need, actually they might not, I don't know. I might make them look all cool later. So all I know is that the pistons need to be facing this way. Yeah, that's totally what I wanted to do. Get all the dirt out of here. Grass blocks. All right, cool. So that's essentially that. And I believe we need observers, which I probably gonna need more redstone sticks. I don't know. Some other things, but I'm definitely gonna need this. I'll take another 2 stacks of these, 2 stacks of these. I gotta get this guy right here. Let's see. Let's just type in observer block. Don't need iron, need cobblestone, redstone, and nether quartz. All right, cool. So I can get that. I believe only comparators. I'm just going to do the single one for now. There, dog's staring at me. He's hungry. There you go. Cobblestone. All right, 10 will work for now. I did realize I could probably just go jump over or fly across this, but I'm still in poor man mode. All right, I can't tell if people can hear, but there's people blowing leaves. I can hear it, but only I'm the compression on my system is pretty good, so I don't think anybody else can. I'm gonna go ahead and remove all this stuff because it's just gonna get in the way. Okay, because I need these observers to face this direction. So let's go ahead and put blocks here. Put some blocks here. I think this is how this is going to work. Need to put some blocks in the back too. These are going to be for the redstone regardless. So I think the observers work this way. Of course, I don't have my axes in my stupid ender chest. Just leave that there. I don't really. Perfect. Okay, that works. Let's get the rest of the observers. Where are they at? Where'd they go? I'm blind. There they are. Okay, cool. So let's not fall off. And we can X these fellas. And I think redstone works fine for this. For the time being. So it's going to fire off every single one of them. So that's the really inefficient way to do this. And then I need to go get some glass. And I think I have some. Yeah, I have some chests right here. Let's drop all of this junk off in here that I don't need in my pockets right now. So let's go get some glass and surround this guy. And I believe that should be it for at least that section of it. And then I'll make changes to it later to make it a little bit more efficient. I don't have a lot of glass, but I got a lot of sand. Lucky me. Ooh, and I got some steak. 58. Okay, so it's not a full thing of it. All right, so 21 should be should be good to get us started at least. Let's go ahead and at least the iron forge still trucking. So I'm gonna need to get some temporary blocks. Right here. And right there. Oh yeah, so that's a thing. Let's do this. It's gonna need to go right here. Then I can break this guy. Whoa. And right out of glass. Ooh, nice. Should have a little bit. 8. Oh god, it's gonna take forever. That was perfect. All right, so I'm gonna need some across here as well. And then the rest will go across. I don't necessarily need glass for this, I don't think. It might be one of those things where glass just works differently with objects that are pushed off with a piston. I'm not sure. I wonder if this works better in a blast furnace. Ooh, I had to go make more copper or more coal. I do have a blast furnace up here. This dude. Nope. It's only for metals. So yep, just gotta sit here and let that do its thing. Actually, I wonder if the dudes upstairs have glass trades. That might be a thing. It'd be one of these guys, right? Ooh. I'm gonna go sacrifice a stack of emeralds for glass so I don't have to do this all day. And it's raining lovely. There's a bug I found. So you see how I'm not in like a rainy zone anymore. It just kind of stops out of this chunk. And then the light just doesn't change back. So I found that if you're not in a chunk like that, it'll just seriously sit there with this nighttime kind of thing stuck. I don't know if it's a thing, what's going on, but it's happened to me a couple times where I've had to clear the weather to get it to work, go back into the trunk where there's actually rain. Very, very annoying. Or if it becomes nighttime, you just sleep and it'll clear it and fixes everything. All right. Give me all of your glass. 52. No, I'm not giving you I had 14 in there already. Sweet. Oop. That was almost perfect. All right, let's get these moved so I can go 1, 2, up, up, up. Bing, bing, boop. There we go. That looks good. I think that's what we need. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to leave that as is. It seems to fit pretty good. It should leave some extra space in here for these guys. So I don't need all these blocks underneath. It just looks a little weird, so I might do decorations on those later. See if any other materials fell in there. Yep. So now we just sit and wait. As for waterlog blocks, I think I can waterlog the blocks below with some steps. Let's go ahead and do, not with those ones. These guys. So what I can do is this. And then down here we'll have, you know, something like this. And then let's go get some water. I believe this should work. Yeah. That should work for the sugarcane portion of this setup. And I'll probably do that to both sides, even though it's not really needed on the other, just to make it look aesthetically the same. Doesn't look all goofy. Cool, same setup. Let's get our, I should have more, right? Yeah, 826. So this is going to be like this. And this is not going to look stupid here. Oops. This doesn't really need to have anything behind it. Let's just, and there it went. Okay, that's cool. That sounded pretty good. Yeah, it worked. Let's place that there, and just because I don't need stairs for this, and it'll look the same on both sides. Right? Okay, cool. What else do I need here? Sugarcane. We can plant the sugarcane, see if it works. Not the dirt. Yeah, it works fine. All right. We're going to need pistons. We're going to need more observers, which I can get later. Glass looks good. So how does this work? We're going to need the pistons on top of this stuff over here. Observers go on top of that, which I'm going to need to do the tricky setup. Just use dirt. And this should work. I don't know why I'm squatting for that. Cool. Now, what do we need for observers? I forgot already. Let's pull this up. I think it was things. I will need redstone. I will need cobblestone. I will need iron. So let's get 2 of these. I'm going to need a bunch of these, so I might as well just go all out on it. Take a sip of water. Remember to stay hydrated. Like when all of the, I'm going to need more of that. Actually, I think I have plenty of it. Oh. Iron. Oh, it's quartz. That's what it is. It's the quartz. I need quartz. Everything is so far. I'm going to have more storage back here once I'm done. And let's get two of these. I just realized something too. Give me 1 second. I just realized that there's no music playing. Good thing nobody was here to be to get okay, so it's playing, but I'm not seeing it on here. Let me switch some stuff real quick. Yeah, it's gonna be stupid. I don't know why OBS has so many issues with it's being very weird. Let's just do desktop audio capture. That was what seems to be working. Cool, and I'm gonna have to turn down on my monitors because it's loud as hell. Whatever. There we go. We fixed it. What was I doing? Oh yeah, quartz. Did I get it? Yeah, got it. Okay. There we go. That should be enough for this. Gonna have to make a checklist of things so I don't forget next time I start streaming. All right, so we should be good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Man, let's just get these back there so I don't have to replace them. There you go, right. 8. I might extend this later. 8 doesn't seem like a big number. It might be pretty good, but who knows? We'll figure it out. We'll see what the rates look like. I know that the rates for the sugarcane are going to be garbage at first. It's working pretty good. All right, let's get the glass up here before we tear all this down. Oops. Let's just do that. Is that it? Oh, lovely. There we go. Oh, no, actually one more. There we go. And I'll clear that up. So that was quick and easy, man. All right, it's gonna get sucked up. It's gonna be picked up by me. They look the same on both sides. Cool, yeah, I'll fix that later. Bamboo's looking good. I'll just leave that there and let this do its thing. I'm gonna go ahead and put some stone in the ground to get all this crap out of my inventory. To get the floor of, or the outline of that building. It's going to be more, not necessarily like a building per se, but it's going to be a structure. You know what I mean? Like, let's grab 2 of these. Oh, it's going to be like a stand, almost like this, where it's kind of open face. So yeah, that's what I'm going for on this build. So it's going to have like open edges on all 4 sides. So it's not going to necessarily be a full-blown building. Bamboo's working good. All right. That. Let's make sure this is not spawnable. This is already stressing me out. Oop, I'm not trying to jump. Yeah, that's spawnable. That's scary. All right, let's get... I do not have torches over there. Let's just place this guy over here. Seems like it'll be a better... Kind of get an idea if I come back over here and see if anything is not spawnable over here. Things working overtime. Cool. I think it's fine. If I end up dying, we'll fix it later. I don't think I'll die. I'll probably just get beaten up. So that's good. I'm going to eventually replace the entire floor from dirt to the stone. I usually do like smooth stone, but I think that's just a little too over the top for this build. Oop, slam my mouse on the... yeah, I'll just leave it like that. Cool, there we go. Outline is done. And this should be... That's going to take way too long. That's going to be a pain to do that. So let's go ahead and just clear some of this out. Might as well since we're here. I'll wait till the daytime to pull the rest of the... To pull the rest of the dirt out in the middle. That way it's not messing up spawning, or not messing up spawning, but not adding some spawnable blocks and then me walking away and creating a mob farm. Actually, what I could do, this is perfect. Okay, so let's just not hit the ones with the torch on it, and I'll just change it in a minute. Oh, I'm already out. Okay, well, I'll go grab some more. Whee! And there's always stuff spawning outside there. That's kind of scary. I'm gonna get blown up one of these days. Let's sleep since we're here. Sleep with a big piece of stone and a rocket in my hand. Will scare me a little bit there. What is this? Huh. A big wide open area. I think I just kind of half-assed this whenever I originally filled it in. And just drop the torch back down right there. Perfect. Okay, yeah, it looks pretty cool. Nice little platform. So let's... I might cover this all up in some wool. You have some left over somewhere. I'll probably do it at a later time. Let's just throw this in there. That way it's just in. It's just gonna be inside of the this thing. It'll be, you know, going in as it needs. Let's get rid of this overlay. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. All right, water sources gone. Let's fill this back in. Oops, don't do that. Don't do that either. I'm gonna... Let's go get some the outside of this. I want logs. As you can tell, I put logs on the outside of every single build that I do. Maybe just a single like spruce log. I don't have spruce logs. I have to go cut a spruce tree down. New game. Let's do this. 5 of those. Let's take half of this stack and do that. And then I want to do... I need some sticks. I need a couple of these. And a fence gate. That should be perfect. All right, so I don't know. This is probably gonna look like crap, but whatever. That's how we learn, right? Let's find some walls. Cobble deep slate wall. This is always... I'm gonna do the same kind of thing here, but with the white posts instead of those ones, the oak walls. So let's go ahead and place some of these down and see what it looks like. If it looks like crap, or if it looks good. It's gonna be on each corner. I might put some in the center as well, like around there. That way it looks a little more sturdy. Maybe like right here and right here. That way it's a little symmetrical. All right, cool. All right, and then we drop these fellas on there. I don't know, I think it's gonna look pretty cool. A little contrast. Yeah, I might be able to get away with it. That'll work. I'll call it good. I think whatever. So let's try to get these doubled. And then it'll just fall down to 1. Kind of what we're doing with the other side. Maybe even 3. We'll see. I don't know what it's going to look like, but we'll do this for now. That way it tapers down to the edges. These ones might need to be... I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'll figure it out later. Maybe it'll be its own little section. They might actually need to be 3. These might need to be 2. So these can be 2. Those can be 1. These can be 3, and then that one can be 2 as well. Yeah, I'll go with it. So let's do this. 1, 2. I can't make it. All right. And then that one's going to be 3, and then that one's going to be 3. I have to put another one right here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That one, I'm going to need more fence posts to make that one. I need one more fence post. You got to be kidding me. That'll work. There we go. All right, perfect. That'll be fine. Well, that'll be fine. It's gonna be amazing. Put all that junk back, and we'll call that for now. I'm not too stressed about how this is gonna look. I don't know why that one looks off. But it's the same, right? It should be the same. I don't know why it looks like an optical illusion or something. Yeah, it's fine. All right. Well, how you doing, horse? I need to find a real horse, actually, now that I think about it. I'm gonna go get a... I found diamond horse armor. And this is my ADHD kicking in. I am going to go find a horse real quick. And I'm gonna put diamond horse armor on him. I just hope it's a good horse. I just realized I can just probably jump out of here. I just don't know where to find horses. And I don't have a lot of rockets, so I might just go around here and look for some. Oh, by the way, actually, you know what? Let's go to the top of the mountain. I found out something really cool with this Voxy mod. Like, you can see in the background how far I had to travel to get to, like, back there. That's where the ender or the end portal was. Man, that was a nightmare. I pretty much walked all the way up this way, ended up having to do a hardcore right over that direction and then boat out the rest of the way. It was a pain in the butt. These llamas. Whoa, look at that dog. Scared it ran away. Yeah, I don't know where horses are. Let's not waste all the rockets. I get sidetracked very easily. ADHD sucks. Well, it's like a superpower in its own way, but a lot of the time it just kind of sucks, but you know, it is what it is. All right, so let's let that run for a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna put this, let's just put it in the inner chest. In case if I run across one in the wild, out in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna have to get a texture pack to remove the left hand. If that's even, it might be just a setting. Yeah, we're chill out. Just grew up by 1. That's good. So what now? That's there. What else do I need? I need a creeper farm. That I'm gonna do off camera because those are a pain, and I can't just sit there and try to keep a conversation going the whole time. I will have nothing of importance to say. I'll just be sitting there like a dope, not talking, and that's not good. So at least this one I can do some work and just kind of chit chat and just have something to say. Because normally I'm just like dead silent. So what to do? Let's sleep. It's morning. Yay. All right. What are we going to do now? Let's see. I might just work on this some more. Might expand it, who knows? Maybe I'll do double or something. I don't know. This hasn't, I know this doesn't do much. Actually, it might if we just do. We do that. There it goes. Cool. It's working very well. Now everything's got its spot. I'm gonna probably add more to it. Again, it's probably gonna all be based under this section as well, under here. So back that direction, it's all gonna come down here and everything's gonna feed back. The only thing that I worry about is back here. I might put some glass in that blocks light so I can, or over here to watch these guys. So, but everything should be open back here, you know, so it'll be just underneath this and then just come back in this direction. So I don't see any reason why I shouldn't be doing that. So plus it'll make it nice and everything will just be underground. So good stuff. So let me take a look. I've been streaming for about an hour. I'm going to go ahead and take a break real quick. I'm going to be right back. I have to take a break. So be right back. All right, I'm back. Yeah, so what do we got going on? I already forgot what my plan was. I don't know. There's nothing indicating what I was going to do in there. Let's get some trapdoors, eh? Ones that look like chocolate bars, right? Yeah, no, I don't want chocolate bar. The spruce trapdoors are my favorite. I just wish they were darker. I mean, obviously, they're friggin' all over my base. Let's go place some of these down and see what they look like on top. Actually, you know what? No, because those are accent blocks. I need ones that are more... Maybe the dark slabs. I'll just drop these on each one of them and just go from there. God, I'm just flying around like I have infinite friggin'... What are they called? Oh my god. Fireworks. No! Alright. This like super close coming in hot does not work. Yeah, I'm gonna have to maybe I can place them from up here. Oops. I should be able to jump up. All right. I'm definitely not like a parkour champion here. There we go. They look all right. The greatest thing ever. All right. Get the sun back out. Oop. Glad I didn't have anything in my hand. I just dropped it all. Ooh, that was close. All right. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm just going to taper up and then taper up again and then peak. At some point, it's going to look pretty good. All right. Well, I can at least start by drawing all these here. One more. Ooh, perfect. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I don't know how many more I have. I might have to go cut one of these oak trees down. This fella right here. Just replant the dude. Oops. That's a shovel. That does not work like that. Oop. All right, let's get this guy cut down. I think I have enough to plant another one. 3. Close enough. These usually drop pretty easily without... Oops, stick. There we go. All right. Ooh, perfect. So that's good. So all these are going to be straight across. Nothing special with these. Nothing special at all. They're just going to taper up as it progresses from left to right, right to left. So that way. Yeah. Let's move these. run out of these things soon. 25 left. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a creeper farm later. It seems to work perfectly to go over the top of these. There we go. And then this is gonna be a double. No, it's gonna cut it. Nice. Nice. No. Aw. Oh, I didn't want it to do that. No, I didn't want it to do that. Dang it. All right, well, I'm gonna have to get some. Let's go get some dirt. This is gonna be easier with just doing it this way. Do accents later. Is it stuck? Yeah. Well, that prevents that from happening. More accidents on my part. Let's go ahead and clear up to this. So I wanted to go up by 1 from here. So it was more of that I wanted. Right? So we can cut that out. That's going to break and go way the hell over there for some strange reason. And then break that down. It's going to be weird. Give me that. I think the best method for us to get this sorted. I'm going to come out here. Oh, not right there. And I'm going to place a block there. Like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing for this. I lied. I have to do it the next block over. I can do that. And that. And then they double. All right, that'll work. I don't really care about the rest of that dirt. So that can all be picked up once it's sucked into the thing. All right. Really wasn't planning on doing this whole bit today, but whatever. Content. Dang it. I have to probably put some buttons up here too. Make some of these not spawnable. I know the bottom slabs aren't. Bottom half slabs. But it's, I don't think it would work anyway. Try to, oh God. Okay, cool. So which ones? Yeah, so these guys are going to get buttons. Spawnable blocks. We do double just because that's just how the glass works with these. And then from there we can do this. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Okay, it looks like a greenhouse, which is kind of cool. I guess that's what I was going for. Unintentionally came up with that one, I guess. I don't know. All the crap that fell out of this. All right. God. All right, so there we go. It looks like it tapers pretty good. Let's see if that blocks the redstone at all. I don't think it will, but I've seen weirder stuff happen, so. Let's see. that should be the perfect taper to the bottom. All right. Don't let finger off thing. This up a little bit. Look around. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I like it. Kind of double, single, double, whatever. That looks pretty good. Okay, cool. It looks all right. Cool. Nothing got stuck in there. And then we do the same thing down, but it's gonna be like a more paper thing, whatever, on that side. So let's go ahead and get up here. And we're gonna do double and single. Double, single. Still stress about the, I might have to take it out by one more. If it breaks the, oops, didn't want to do that. If it breaks the redstone line between these two. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe it shouldn't, but who knows? I mean, I can probably test it by not falling. We're just counting how much. 24. So the bamboo is going to be the first one to go. So I'll test that with bamboo. Actually, I could probably just do that with that one. Well, it sounds like it went, but again, I haven't blocked it off yet, so I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, to be honest, because it's the back of the observer and that's right there. It's not reading the top of this, but I might be wrong. Who knows? Llama, why is the trader here? Dude, just always wrecking my stuff. Making my life miserable. Hey, jerk. All right, so let's drop this down by one from here. I think I can get away from it by doing that. Okay, cool. And I think it just worked again. Yeah, okay, cool. So it did work. So it's not blocking anything. We're good. So I'm going to do 2. Drop down by 1 again. Let's do this. Please don't break them both. You did anyways. All right. So then 2. Actually, that's just gonna go straight across. Whatever. I mean, it's not gonna taper very well. Two, 3, 4. And just put this out right here. It looks a little goofy. I think I'm going to take the edge off. All right, cool. So that's what it looks like. Let's go up here and take a look. I get shot by skeletons. No, I just fell off. Whatever. Actually, let's do this. I'm going to take this off too. It looks like it doesn't belong there. Cool. I'm sorry, buddy, but you're going to have to go. Dare you spit at me, sir. Wandering trader. All right, cool. So let's go sleep. Get some buttons. Could have some buttons left, but in order to make this a non-spawnable, let's put some buttons. Everything's burning back there. That's what you get for trespassing. Let's see, I got 2 buttons there. Different button there. Let's... So, you know, I probably have all the materials to make the buttons the other side. I'm going to use some of the oak stuff. All right, let's get some of these. Let's just take the whole stack. This is so, like, insufficient. There we go. All right, nope. Wasted this. All right, this looks so goofy up here, but whatever. Let's put buttons. Make them all the same direction. God, they have enough. I have a feeling over here it's going to be way worse. No, it looks like I did that pretty decently. Some of the ones down there are the triple lines that don't necessarily need. No, I have 11, and yeah, I'm gonna run out. So, okay, let's get another. Hello, spider. How did you get in here? The spawnable blocks, I assume. Okay. Let's just take half of that one. Okay. Perfect. Okay, cool. So that looks pretty sweet. So much junk. Yeah, whatever. That looks pretty good. I like it. It looks pretty sweet. Might put some fences between parts, like this edge and the back, like all the way across here, and just leave the front open. Fence. I had fence. What happened to the rest of my fence? It's gonna need to be this stuff. So let's put that back. Let's grab this. Let's make sticks out of this, even though I got tons of bamboo. Yeah, let's not waste that. I got tons of bamboo. Turn that off. Don't need it anymore. Right. That's what the bamboo's for. All right, cool. So let's get, where'd it go? There we go. Nice. So we can do this. One, two, three, four. Okay, let's get some more. This should cover the rest of this. I might do, yeah, let's do this side too, all the way up to here. So just the front's open. I like that. That looks pretty cool. The palette is decent. Being nice to myself there. And let's see what the spawn area looks like. Bats all over the place, dude. Okay, so let's check the spawn. I don't think nothing's too bad. I'm gonna come through and replace these torches with things, the lanterns, which I have at my base. I have a bunch. So let's go back and get rid of some of the dirt. Let's go take some of this back, clean up a little bit. This can definitely go back. Don't need all the materials. This can go, that can go, that can go. That can go, that can go. All right, whatever, that'll work. Time to clean up. All right, so we got iron, redstone. Should probably put quartz back here too. No. No need to put the quartz back there. All right, all the junk goes back here. Boop, boop, boop. The heads go back here. I have a lot of heads, a lot of villains, a lot of baddies. All right, so all that's back in place. I'm gonna organize the chest a little bit more. Ooh, yeah, while I'm here, slowly but steadily, we're going to be making changes to the lighting situation. Lanterns are obviously a better decorative choice than just having a torch on the floor or on the wall. And that looks really silly, but, you know, again, we're still in the process of building, so we can, you know, put that there, get rid of that. You know what I mean? So we can put this there, get rid of that one. But, you know, this one here, get rid of that one. So it's just a little, you know, every once in a while, just come in and clean up a bit. Just make it look nice. Oops. Not accidentally place one of them on the ground. Again. All right, so this one should cover that one as well. We'll double check it in a minute. All right, looks good. Cool. So let's go back and get that leftover torch that I left. I don't like wasting things. Thank you. I probably skewed the light level back there because the dynamic light had that lifted or shown as there. So okay, cool. Whatever, that'll work. For here, where would these? Maybe. I'm gonna do something special with them right here. Well, let's have this right there. Right there. We'll do that on both sides. And then same for back here, because for symmetrical, keeping this all symmetrical. Yeah, let's do another once over on this just to make sure. Well, looks good. Oops, bring that back. I'm gonna definitely have something spawn and kill me right away. That looks pretty cool. Maybe put some hay bales back here. That might look kind of goofy, but whatever. That actually looks kind of off right there. I'll put it back in the corner. I think I have hay bales. Actually, I had hay bales. I collected them from place and turned them into regular hay because I was using them as for cow crusher stuff. which I'm going to do because I should have hay back. Yeah, okay, so all that wheat back there is ready. So let's convert this. And black ink. For this one, let's just convert this back. That way I have some left over. And then for the hay bales, I'll just kind of scatter these around and make it look like a little farmer, or not, like a farm processing area. So back in the corner, let's go ahead and put it like right here, here, there, there, and there. Maybe one more. And one more. There we go. That looks good. Cool. I think that looks pretty sweet. Let's go feed the cows. Need some more. And that'll actually give me a chance to see if this spawns anything, right? So if it does spawn, then we know we can light it up some more. I mean, we'll be far enough away. These poor guys, they're super hungry. Come on, more. There should be more. There we go. Got it. Got it. Got it. All right. It should be fine. All right. Looks pretty good. I'm going to build a path to this. Let's do the 2. 4. Screw it. Let's do 4. Let's not throw our shovel. We'll replace some of these with like the gravel or the coarse dirt. Sweet. In that case, what I'm going to do as well to kind of clear up some of these lights, I'm going to take these and these, since I've only got 10. We'll do this. We'll put, well, that one's already lit up. Let's put a light right here. And one, just put it right there. We can come up here a little ways and put another one. And another one at the end here. We can move these around if we need to later on. Well, let's make sure the light levels are still pretty good. I'm gonna go clear these guys out. It still looks pretty good. Not seeing any weirdness going on. That way we can at least get that lit up, and then we can go up this way too and clear some of these guys out. I think we're gonna do 2 or 3 more, just to clear these guys out. So let's do right here. No, let's not do that. Let's get it lit up or lined up with that guy. And then this one will be lined up with this fella and that one. I might actually pull that one back too. And then we'll put one right here. Right there. See, I'm going to go ahead and move this dune back to right here. Get rid of that and that. There we go. And then since I got 3 more, I'm going to put one there. And move this guy. Okay, cool. Well, that worked out. Let's move you and you. There we go. That looks pretty good. Those are lined up, right? All right, let's check the light levels. Eat. I'll come back here. Okay, so nothing out of the ordinary. Everything looks good. I have one more. Where can I put it? I don't know. Maybe over here. I don't know. I'll just save it for now. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. All right. So well, that one's kind of stupid looking. I'll just put it right here. There. That covers everything. Cool. So we got those sorted. A lot of torches still. I had to figure out something. Those look really stupid by themselves, but whatever. It's better than just having a torch on the floor. Ooh, got a bamboo popped out. Jeez, where did you come from? So we still got spawnable blocks. Or maybe it came from over the fence. I don't know where he came from. He might have came from over the fence. Or maybe from in here somewhere. I'll keep an eye out. I have no idea where he came from, but it looks like he probably came from over the fence. Definitely didn't come from up here. Huh. All right. Well, that's interesting. I'll keep an eye out and see what's going on. There's some spawnable blocks in here somewhere, maybe. Those aren't spawnable. I don't know. Whatever. That was dangerous, scary. All of the things. It looks to be working pretty good, that too, because those were growing a little bit. All right, let's pack all this stuff up and go put stuff away. Come on. All right. Why don't I have space for stuff? All right, well, those are going to be sacrificed to whatever. There is something I did see that was interesting, though, when it comes to creeper farms, is I saw on Tango's video today the very low creeper farm that he had, and I'm like, that looks very fun. That looks very pain in the butt to make, but it looks like it's very effective, very efficient. My stick's at. Look at it. So I'm interested in doing that one. I'm going to research a little more and see exactly what kind it is, because it does look pretty interesting. I mean, the rates were ridiculous, and if it's somewhere I can just kind of go pop off and just sit at for like a day or something like that, and just literally get all the how do you say, all of the gunpowder, that's what the word I was looking for, all the gunpowder that I will ever need, ever, you know. So that sounds like something I'm probably going to end up doing soon, maybe later today when I'm not recording, because it's not that I don't want to talk, I just suck at talking in general, and if I'm in the middle of building something, I'll probably just stop instead of, you know, being a normal person and continuing with the conversation while I'm working. So who knows? Let's, stone goes back. Let's put the water buckets in here. I don't need all of them. And then we can switch to this dude and take these out for the experience. Heal that up. All right, and what else do I have? Yeah, my stuff is so unorganized. A little anxiety inducing. This can stay. Somebody's playing in water. I don't know if it was one of the dudes upstairs. I'm going to put the crafting bench in here. I'm going to have a shulker for travel needs. Like my travel shulker. That's going to have like a bed, extra materials and whatnot in it. Alright, let's go throw this back out in here. Need to chill on these rockets. I'm going to go ahead and just take them out of my inventory. Alright, since we're here, might as well go double check and see how... See, this hasn't really done much. Like, it's stopped. So every once in a while, I have to like log out and relog back in. I'm not sure if one of the mods is breaking that. But yeah, nothing is, since the last time I came in here, nothing has done anything. So that's interesting. It's an interesting issue. So whatever, I'll figure that out later. Yeah, let's go get the rest of the bamboo that's in here and just dump it in this chest. That way I don't have everything being taken up, and then I can go in and work on the item sorter. So what essentially is what I'm gonna do with that is they're both gonna be filtered into the same one, because I don't need massive amounts of storage space for each. I don't need 2 lines for each one, right? So because they're not producing fast enough. This is more of just, you know, I'm going to come back after like me doing something for like 2 hours, and it's going to be a lot of bamboo and a little bit of sugarcane, right? So at some point there's going to be a separation system like I have separating the iron and the iron in the red flowers. So just like this. So it's going to be bamboo, and then it's going to be sugarcane, and then it's going to go off to a different system where it's going to auto craft stuff. And they're still working. There's still 3 of them, right? Okay, cool. And then the cows are still doing good. Cool, cows are good. So yeah, that's the plan with that one. So, and then redstone, I don't have as much as I thought I did. I'm going to get some of this, and I'm going to fortune it real quick. Let's go inside and get my fortune pick. And I don't have to do that. Let's just place this down. I'm not really filmed in a let's keep walking back and forth mood. Unless any one of these will work fine. Should get a couple stacks from this. Then go mine for some more off camera. I only got like a stack and a half. Yeah, a stack or 2 stacks pretty much. It's not a lot, but whatever. I can go get more later. It's enough. I replenished what little I used for that. All right, awesome. What else am I wanting to do? Let's go get some... I don't know. I don't know what else to get, to be honest. That was kind of my goal for the day. Let's go back up here and see what we got going on with these dudes. I think I have some extra iron up here for... Oh, I got emeralds. I need to take those and put them in storage. Same with these ones. A lot of trades been going on. But yeah, I was doing my original Java world that I kind of got burnt out on because I just rushed everything and kind of ran out of ideas, didn't really want to do much. I went like hard in the paint on just like getting everything as fast as possible, and I had an auto crafter sugarcane set up, and it was pretty big and it produced tons of paper. I just would AFK all the time, and that was my paper trade. But now that I got the iron farm and the iron dudes, that's essentially what I've been using for that setup, is to get the iron or get the emeralds from the iron trade. Yeah, so these don't need to be there. Let's take these out. Do one line of each since I don't have a lot of this stuff. And then just miscellaneous crap. Dark oak buttons can go down here, and then the regular oak buttons can go. That's a spruce button, but whatever, that's where all the spruce stuff goes. Yeah, let's... that tree has grown yet? Yeah, it did. That probably grew really fast. I don't know what's going on with that. That used to take forever when you would plant trees, and it would just take like a decade for them to show up and start. So let's see, what else can we do? Let's go mine. Might as well. Let's get some shulkers. We don't need... let's get prep for this. I'm going to need to take off the elytra, get my chest plate back on. Put this guy back in there. Ender chest goes there. I can put these in the ender chest. Torches. I'm gonna need more torches probably. Pretty sure I'm gonna run out of those. No, let's go get some more from over here. That way, I think it's 4 stacks. I'm pretty sure that it's 4. With, you know, if you get a stack of sticks with a stack of that ish, 4-ish. Right. One second. IRL stuff just happened. I'm gonna use my handsome face for my phone. Done. All right. I don't need all these front and center. So 4 stacks. That'll be fine. I'm going to... Actually, I don't have any gray dye. I like dyeing my shulker boxes to fit what I'm using them for. So I don't know what I have for dyes in here. I could like bright orange for kind of like my material box. Let's do 4 of these. And I'll throw these inside of here. That way that's extra gear. This can stay there. 4 MP shulkers. Probably won't need the axe. So in case if I die, that can go. That can stay. That's there. Good. Let's do it. Just go mine and talk about stuff. And the funny thing is too, is like, you know, naturally with these, you're supposed to be talking as if people were watching. And again, I've got like, I think 1 viewer, which is my account, counts as a viewer. And it's like, who am I talking to? You know what I mean? Kind of like a situation like that. For me, let's do yellow. I think I can make yellow dye. I get sidetracked very easily. So once we get down there, we'll make the 4 material. I'm gonna need 4 of these. Make these. Oh, Actually, you know, I could do orange. Let's make them orange. I'm gonna need 4 of each. Where's another yellow flower? Yellow and red right here. Anyway, it's for me to talk, you know, just so I'm not just bored sitting here at home all the time. Instead of, you know, being able to, let's get this situated. And then orange, I should get 4, 8. Ooh, look at me. Anyway, so like typically when, you know, naturally I'd have something to do, but in between jobs, I was part of a massive layoff recently, so I have a lot of free time on my hand while I'm looking for a new job. So it's like, might as well just jump into this. It's something I started where I was creating videos, but it was like after work, super tired, so I never had time. But now it's like, you know, I can stream or something for the day, and then, you know, if I feel like making a video, I'll make a video. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. I like the kind of idea of it. I mean, it seems kind of weird, but, you know, it's take what you got type of situation. So it is what it is. You know, you kind of get stressed out about things sometimes, and, you know, life happens and you just kind of move with it, you know? So, with that being said, I hate that term. With that being said, sounds really official and dumb. But let's get our shulker situated. Ender box, the ender chest is situated. The dyes can go in here for now. A deep slate. Let's put materials in there. So there is a trial chamber over there. I forgot about that. I'm gonna do that one of these days too. So what I want to do here is I want to start digging in a different direction. Let's move this out of the way because it might be back here. Then I'm going to start digging. So this goes there. Looking at my playback, my screen, I'm seeing like yellow around as I move my screen. I can kind of see it there as well. So that's kind of weird, but whatever. Let's back on track. Let's get here. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to start digging in this direction. Just in my quad thing. So anyway, yeah, this is just, you know, time for me to, I'm going to get back on track and talk what I was talking about. And, you know, having time to actually sit around and do this and just talk. So I get to vent about, you know, just normal stuff. I wouldn't say venting. It's not even venting. It's just like using my brain to communicate in a way where I can just talk about things that takes my mind off of stuff, like negative things. So, which reminds me, actually, before we get too far into this, I found a typo in the tags for the stream. Let me move my microphone a little bit. So I didn't spell mental health correctly, so I'm going to do that because, again, this is mental health for me, for anybody who wants to kind of sit here. There, now it's fixed. That's fixed. So now I don't know if the tags actually work if somebody just types it in, like Minecraft mental health, and it'll pop up with just my coarse nasally voice talking. So I hope that's not the case and everyone's like grossed out by it. I wouldn't say grossed out, but it's not a calming voice. It might be. I don't know. I've been hearing my own voice for ever, my whole life, obviously. So it's like, who knows? All right, so got a lot of my materials from over here. Oh, look, this guy opened. I've been in here before. Look at that. Let's get this lit up a little bit. Okay, yeah, so I have been in here before. I think I don't know. I think it's probably from up, and I just dropped down. So we'll just do what we can. Get through here, bridge across if we need to. Just do this. There we go. Doesn't have to be completely closed up. It doesn't bother me too much. So yeah, it's interesting being able to have like free time on your hands while you're waiting, you know, a little bit of stress, a little bit of anxiety as to what's going to happen. Because context, like I had been at this company for over 20 years. Like I started very young. So it came at a shock to a lot of people, not just me or my family, but people that I work with. They're like, wow, that's weird. Why would that happen? Because it wasn't like I did something wrong. It was like companies downsizing. The typical thing that you're hearing with, I've been here too, that you're hearing with like what Verizon's doing, for instance, like, you know, new CEO, gotta, you know, show the shareholders that I'm doing something. I'm being this like, you know, edgy CEO. I don't know, like it's weird. It's like this, you know, I gotta answer to the people who own stock in the company, you know what I mean? So it was a situation like that. So I mean, it kind of forced my hand, if you really think about it. Like if you really think about it, it forced my hand to do something that I've been on the edge of wanting to do for a long time. Because naturally, ooh, diamond's nice. That's like right there too, like perfect. Anyway, it forced my hand to do something that I was like, I feel like I'd be good at doing, you know, talking, distracting myself, playing video games. And this is funny too. This is going to be another sidetrack off of the original thing, which I do a lot. When I was like 15, I'm going to age myself. It was a long time ago. It was before YouTube, way before YouTube. I remember I used to sit at my buddy's house and just watch him play video games. And he's like, do you want to play? And I'm like, nah, I'm good watching. He's like, okay, that's weird, but all right, whatever, dude. And it was like, essentially the precursor to YouTube is like, I like watching people play video games, you know, especially like when people get into like role playing and stuff, or they have like, you know, some lore behind whatever it is they're doing. So I always thought that was interesting. And, the fact that like like YouTube became a thing of people like, you know, making a career or like a life out of, or like, you know, making ends meet out of just playing a game so people can watch. Like I never thought of it like back then. Just thinking about it was just like, yeah, no, that's what I like to do. But it turned into this big thing. So I really wish that I would have been smarter and thought about that and just been like, you know, if I can monetize this, I wouldn't say monetize it, but you know, like do something fun where I can, you know, make a living off of this back then. And this is like significantly before the internet was even like, you know, I mean, there was still dial-up. Let's just put it that way. It was before we had like really big, I think like DOCSIS, like your typical cable modem stuff was like still at the beginning. It was like, you know, DOCSIS 1.1.1 and stuff like that. So, I mean, it was still a new technology, and, you know, all of everything that, I don't know. It's hard to explain. There's just a lot, man. That's a nice one. Always dig up, always check. You might get lucky. Ooh, I still have one left. But yeah, I mean, it's just like, it just makes sense, you know, like at some point somebody is going to monetize something. And that was like significantly before the whole YouTube thing fired off. So, I mean, it's such a great thing to have happened where people, you know, are able to do that. But again, like I wish I would have started doing this before, because I remember one of the back in the day, again, more, I mean, this is obviously after YouTube and whatnot. I told myself, man, I'm getting lucky with the diamonds today. I told myself like I wanted to start streaming. It was around when Fallout 4 came out, right? So Fallout 4, I'm gonna tell you how long ago it was. When Fallout 4 came out, I was like, I'm gonna start streaming video games, just jump into it. And I never did. It just did not happen, and I don't know why. I don't know if it was because I was scared, which was probably what it was, or I was just tired or didn't feel like I had the energy to do it. Because again, back then for me, work was extremely stressful, and it was in a different line, different like on a different team. It was the same company, but a different team. And it was a lot of stress involved. So, but like earlier, I think it was late last year, actually, I finally just decided to start just streaming. I'm like, whatever, I'll get a microphone, I'll get stuff. I'll just start buying things that I can start streaming with, or not even streaming. I was just making YouTube videos, and got through that stage and was making videos. They weren't really, I mean, you get a couple views, but then I'd make like an iron farm or something, right? And from there, when I posted the video, everyone saw iron farm and they're like, oh cool, an iron farm tutorial. And then they realize it's a let's play, and then everyone would just stop watching it. So it was kind of weird trying to figure out the algorithm behind it and whatnot, but you know, it was fun. And I eventually just kind of had some more run-ins with work being kind of stressful, and that's segueing into the conversation right now is to me talking about why, you know, my hand being forced to do something that I was interested in doing now, that I was laid off. So I think that's how I'm choosing to look at it, I guess. You know, it's pretty good. It's a pretty decent, I think it's a pretty decent reason to kind of embrace what's happening and just do my best to try to, you know, to get people to follow me and, you know, pay attention to my content. So I don't know. I like the idea of doing that. I think it's cool, and so on, you know, or so be it. So whatever happens, happens. And, you know, if I get, a following before, you know, a certain period of time, I can do something where this will potentially be like a full-time for me. So I'm excited. I think it's pretty interesting. So but yeah, that's like a rant and a half that I had going on there. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, especially with like what games I'm deciding to play. Like I played Phasmo for the first time around Halloween, because that's essentially when my layoff happened, was like the week of Halloween. So I was like, perfect, spooky game. And I've never played it before, and I got the crap scared out of me. And those shorts, I was clipping certain times that I was getting scared, and I would clip them and just throw them on YouTube, and they got a ton of views, which, well, for me, it was a ton. I mean, for shorts, it's not a lot. I don't know. The algorithms are very weird. I find, especially YouTube's algorithms are kind of janky. They'll show me the same video, like the same short, like 15 times, like in a span of like maybe 30 minutes. And I'll be like, okay, cool, I saw this one already. And then I'll open up my YouTube like the next day, and I'll get the same shorts over and over again. So I don't know. I think it's very weird that they're not very good at, you know, showing good content, I guess. It's just repetitive stuff, and it's always the same thing where, you know, it'll be like, this person signed in, or this person created this program for content creators, and if you sign up, you get a $2,000. And it's like Mr. Beast, or, you know, Jake Paul, or, you know, Elon Musk and Joe Rogan, something like that, like, you know, big name people. And it's very annoying, because I have to I thumbs it down, just because that's the only way I can seem to get YouTube to stop showing those to me as frequently. Because by the time I go in and say, do not recommend this, like, it's like, oh, you've watched this for like a split second, so guess what, you're now flooded with this stuff. It's very weird. I don't understand it, and I'm kind of pushed away from watching shorts just because of that. But it's just weird. I don't get it. I don't like it very much, but you know, it is what it is. And the other thing I think is kind of stupid, I say stupid, that's kind of a harsh word to say, but like, if I go to YouTube and I want them to recommend something for me, and let's say, for instance, you know, I obviously I talk about Hermitcraft a lot. I talk about Tango and, you know, Skiz Impulse. Those are like kind of my favorite ones out of the group, just because I started watching Hermitcraft back during COVID, because it was a way to, well, it wasn't even Hermitcraft. I found Imp and Skiz. So their Naked and Scared series that they had going on is what got me into you know, Impulse being in Hermitcraft. I think it was like season 7 or 8 back then. And, you know, them doing the Naked and Scared and kind of collabing with other people. And then they did Among Us because that's just what everyone was doing back then. And anyway, like I watch their channels a lot, obviously. So, and then I'll get like the people who make the clips of the Hermitcraft thing. Like they'll be like, you know, Scar being harassed, not really clips from Hermitcraft season 9. And I'm like, okay, I'm not interested in that. I'd rather just watch the whole thing. So I dislike it. Or I not even dislike it. I say, because they're videos, they're not shorts. I'll go in and say I'm not interested. And then it'll pop like 15 more in there because I just interacted with it or something. I'm not sure how it works, but it makes 0 sense to me. So I'm like, all right, cool. I guess that's a thing. So I had to cough, sorry. I had to take a sip of my water because I'm talking a lot. Stay hydrated, drink your water. Very important. Sleep and water. Those are like the 2 most important things that every human needs. Anyway, where was I? So anyway, it'll just like, you know, and sometimes I'll get stuff that I'm just not even interested in at all. Like I'll watch something completely different and then it just floods me with that channel's thing. And I'm like, well, that one video is great. So I'll say, stop recommending this channel to me. And, ooh, this looks dangerous. So I'll say, stop recommending the channel because I get it. You know, I see it, or if it's a channel I already subscribe to, you know, I'll say, stop recommending stuff that I already subscribed to because I've already watched all the videos. And then instead of giving me something new, like a video that was released from someone like me that's a content creator that's new to the platform, or I would say new to the platform, but just like new in general, it will recommend me a video from someone from like 15 years before. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, how about something new? I've seen that before. I've seen that video 15 years ago, and that's great, but I'm not interested. So it's weird. It is a very interesting thing. Just like these spiders are very interesting. So, oh, we got some diamonds over here. But yeah, it's just very weird. I don't understand why it does that. Oh, we found a spawner. Oh, this can be bad and good. Let's light this bad boy up. So this is good. Another one. This is the second spawner of good respiration, eh? That's good. That's actually pretty decent. Let's okay, gravel. I hate gravel. Yeah, there you go. And what else was here that I can stay? I can come back for this later. I know where it is. Let's finish lighting this up. Anyway, yeah, it's like recommend something that's good. Don't just like show me something that was from like 25 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I'll watch something that's hella old, but it's like, as for a recommendation from someone, like, just give me something that's good. Give me something new. Like, you know, just throw some random channels out there that are like brand new. You don't have to, like, you know, try to rely on this algorithm saying that, like, you know, this video was a number 10 on this guy's list because we didn't recommend it very well, you know. So it just doesn't make any sense as to why they don't fix that. I mean, I'm pretty sure they can, but it's just all ad revenue stuff that they feel is there. But I'm pretty sure there's some people out there that are like really good content creators that are not being seen specifically because the algorithm is stupid. So I don't know. And it's like the hard thing with, you know, with like Twitch streaming as well. It's like you can Ooh, I need these. More. There we go. You can. I mean, you have to kind of self-promote. There's no real discovery on Twitch. At least that I know of. I mean, I don't really know much about anything because I'm still pretty new to this. But it just seems weird that, like, you know, I'd just go into like Blue Sky or something, because I'm not a big fan of Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it anymore. I just think it's kind of broken, and I don't want to contribute to the, or be part of something. I wouldn't say I'm not going to contribute to the mess that, you know, whatever we want to call it these days. But it's like, I have to like figure out how I'm supposed to self-promote, you know, and have people actually that enjoy something that I do, you know. Oh, great creepers. Lovely. Yeah, just stop there for a second and actually think about what I was doing. But yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know. I think that I have conversations with people, and I think people like listening to me talk about random crap. Like, who wouldn't? I mean, I think obviously it's like I'm biased against myself, but, you know, I think I'm a funny person. I can be silly, you know, that's what makes me special. I have really fun reactions to being scared. Let's drop in here. So I don't know. It's one of those things where, you know, I feel I have to work to get, oh, it's way up there. I totally missed that. You know, just to get my name out there and whatnot. So it'll take some time. I'll figure it out. So I don't know. It's weird. I think that everything should be kind of changed, I guess you can say, would be a good word for it. Like overhauled would be a good idea instead of, but then again, it's a lot of people just saying, you know, we just want money. Like corporations, like how can we make more money? You know, it's the Mr. Krabs meme, you know, I like money. Like that's literally all we're dealing with. And here we are at the bottom trying to figure it out. We're all kind of in the same boat. Get out of. I don't think there's any more. I think it was the only one. All right, well, that sucks, but, you know, I've already got 25. That's actually a pretty good haul. All right, let's get the rest of this and keep moving. There is what looks to be a geode thingy, whatever those are called. I forgot what they're called. I'll go back there later. Where was my... Ooh, hello, Mr. Zombie. All right, well, here's my little hole. Let's finish digging through here. I might protect this a little bit more since I'm not lighting everything up. I'm gonna go right through this. Maybe this is where I go back and start going off into another direction. So let's eat real quick. Drop off some materials in the shulkers, and then we can just start firing off in another direction. But yeah, I don't know. I think my opinion doesn't really make a difference, I guess, but it's just, you know, what I've been seeing. And, you know, I mean, really, like a lot of people, they're on here that, you know, they get subscribers significantly quicker because they are part of a community where, you know, like my buddy is a streamer and he suggested that people go follow me, and that people follow me. And now, you know, I've got tons of people there, right? So it's like, especially like if you're, you know, unfortunately like me, I don't have a big community of friends that I play with that I can do that with. So I'm just kind of out here doing my thing and just going with it. Deep slate, deep slate, deep slate. So it is what it is, you know. I'm content with that. I still think it's kind of interesting when some people will, you know, make it seem like, you know, they're, you know, I did this all on my own. I'm so great. And it's like, no, you didn't. You had tons of support, and that makes you fortunate. You know what I mean? So let's do 3 of those, and then 3 of those, and then 3 of these. And then junk will go in the right one, like mob stuff. Actually, I got more than that. Okay, so we got enchanted stuff, gunpowder, that, bone, and this. All right, so we got our 4 chests. That's gonna fill up fast. That might not even be something I'm gonna do. Just not keep all of it. But yeah, no, I know. I think I have my reservations about things, and I feel that some people are, they play off the hard work to get where they were hard a little too freely. It's not going to take away from like, you know, people actually doing work on that, but you know, it's like some people are very fortunate to have other people kind of help them out to get where they are. Maintaining it is what I think is important. You know, it's not like I worked hard to get here. It's I worked hard to maintain the fan base, I guess you can say. So, you know, like you see someone who started a channel and then like in 2 months they're like, you know, 4,000 followers because they've had, you know, tons of people with this. I guess it's exposure, you know what I mean? Like, you get your name out there easier, and there's no way, you can't really deny that. That's just how it is. Like, if you really want to impress me, have somebody do that within, you know, a couple days or a couple months on their own without people being able to come in and essentially help you out, I guess, you know. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. And since this is so far into the stream, I'm pretty sure no one's even going to see this at any point. Why is this not going up there? So it's going to be one of those things where I'm just kind of talking to myself, and maybe it'll pop up in the future and someone will be like, remember that time you said that thing? And I'm like, no. And they're like, here it is. And I'm like, well, yeah, it makes sense. I still stand by it. I don't think so. So I don't know. It might just be an old man yells at cloud Simpsons reference, which I have a ton of, by the way. I think that's one of the weirder things is my entire childhood. I don't remember most of it except for all the Simpsons that I've watched. Oh, I gotta adjust my back. It's hurting. My arm is hurting. I'm in like a weird spot, like clicking so much is jacking my arm up. And it's like my shoulder too, so it's very weird. So I might do this just for a little bit longer. I mean, again, there's nobody watching. I think the one viewer that it always shows me is myself. I don't think it is. I never find diamonds when I break these down. I'm not sure if they don't spawn there, but they should. Just because gravel sucks so bad. But anyway, like I was saying though, it's like I don't even know. I lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was saying. I was like talking about the Simpsons or something like that. Oh yeah, but no, nobody's watching. So it's like, I don't know if the one viewer on here is just me or how that works. So like talking to myself about stuff makes me feel better about it, I guess. And that's all that matters is how I feel about things. Obviously, if I'm not going to be like, I feel better for making somebody else feel bad. Like, I'm not trying to do that. It's just a realization that, you know, I'm not trying to take away from people's work, but I think some people need to really or like put in, you know, put that on the front. Like, you know, I didn't do all this myself. Like if they did, then yeah, like cool. like some people did because there was no other. Oh, I gotta light that up. Like there wasn't like Minecraft YouTubing, right? Like right now, like the fact that I'm streaming to myself and there's like 60 something thousand other people, I don't know, it could be even higher in the middle of the day of people watching Minecraft, and there's like a ton of people actually streaming this. There's a lot of competition. So it doesn't bother me because again, I don't like, this game is the one game that I've been playing since it came out. And it's kind of like my comfort game because it's single player. First of all, I like multiplayer games, but it just feels like, you know, if I was on a server, like a Minecraft SMP server where I could just progress however I want, that's fine. But where it's like, I have to play a game with a friend and, you know, if I can't play for a couple days, then I come back and they're like, significantly advanced in the game and I'm like, okay, well, I'm by myself. I can't stand that. I think that is very boring and it kind of defeats the purpose of it. And then also games where like you have to play with someone else, like the two player co-ops, you know, those kind of like, I don't know, it's just weird. So this game's like kind of like perfect in the middle. So I can come in and play by myself, or, you know, I can invite someone to play with me on my server. If I have a server built in my house, it's an old gaming PC that I turned into a media server, and by media I mean it's got like, you know, all my movies that I can't find on streaming services. So I'll, you know, purchase the Blu-ray, rip the Blu-ray, convert it to MP4, and then throw it on a server so I can watch it whenever I want. And it has Minecraft running on it. So I've been in the process of getting that up and running. So, you know, if my kid wants to play on it, and then we can play at the same time, it just runs and people can progress how they want. And I like that. That's fun. So I think that's why I enjoy this game so much. I think that's why everybody enjoys this game so much, and it's been around forever. But I'm just so used to it, and I don't feel that I'm going to be able to jump into something else and have that same kind of fun. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's my take on it, and why I chose Minecraft, even though it's like super highly competitive. It doesn't bother me because so be it. You know, a lot of the times I like coming to streams where people playing Minecraft because it's just like an ASMR type thing where you're just hearing the blocks being broken or something, and just listening to somebody talk about stuff where you can like kind of share experiences with, and, you know, a positive and in a positive place, not necessarily like, you know, if we all come here and hate on everybody, because that's not what I'm about. I don't like that. I think there's a lot of things that need to be changed about how society is and that, but, you know, I just want people to be happy. I want everyone to be nice to each other, accept everybody for, you know, what they like, what they don't like. And, you know, it's like things that I don't like, I don't shame people for it. You know what I mean? Like some people can take what I was saying about, you know, having help with, you know, becoming a better or having like a group of friends that can boost your ability to become a content creator and actually have, a following, because they, you know, pretty much hype you up and stuff, and you're actually out there in front of a bunch of people instead of someone trying to get discovered at the bottom of the list of the Minecraft category. Like, that's not necessarily shaming. I'm just trying to bring up the fact that it's like you have a better opportunity to get your name out there because you have friends that helped you do that. So like, it's not, I'm never going to say that they don't deserve it, because obviously, like I said, it's all about that retention, the people that actually find the likeness in coming back to that channel, into that community too, because it's all about the community as well. So I don't know, it is what it is. That's how it goes. And again, like, I think I've set myself a goal by sometime in the early next year to, you know, have something happening, and hopefully that's a thing. You know, I'd really like for that to be a thing, because Sorry, I'm like sidetracked trying not to get killed. Spiders. Let's step down. Get some. My creeper, you stay over there. Oh, he spotted me. Yeah, well, whatever. Anyway, no, I don't know. I have my reservations about that. Like I've said, I repeat myself a lot. Again, I have ADHD, and I have my train of thought that kind of goes wherever it wants sometimes. And I will make a point and then kind of like have afterthoughts related to it sometimes. It's like a safe place to eat. So anyway, yeah, other than that, no, I got to figure it out, like other things that I can do to get my name out there so people can, you know, tell me what they think about it. Because again, that's also the other thing. I am one of those people that I'm not set in my ways because it's just not a very viable thing to do. All right, help me out, creeper. Thank you, creeper. Sorry, I just stopped myself from talking. Oh, he's got a shovel. He's gonna beat me with a shovel. How dare you, sir? Anyway, yeah, so like I don't know, I changed my point of view. Maybe somebody even sees this, just, you know, the VOD's gonna be up on YouTube. Go comment on it. Tell me what you think. If you've even made it this far, like the 7 people that I've seen that will watch the video and just like stop because it's not what they're into. I don't know, I think it's important for people to just recognize privilege, I guess. That's what it is, you know? I think that's like the best term that I can use for it. It's like, you know, you're privileged to have friends that, that are able to hype your name up, you know? Let's see. Anyway, so yeah, let's go back over here and see what we got. Since that rant's over, I might come back to it, who knows? Let's see if we can light some more of this back area up. I don't know why I'm doing so much to light this area up. I'm like pretty far away. Ooh, that's why. Oh, Jesus. Where'd you come from, jerk? Dude, they're just dropping. There's a hole up here. Oh, it's another spawner. Jeez. Let's kind of get it lit up. Let's eat first. Oh, bye-bye, dude. Nope. Jeez, dude. All right, let's get up here. Can I get a zombie spawner, man? That's what I really want. I should probably be taking note of the coordinates for these places. More zombies. Where are you guys coming from? Yeah, I had a zombie, or not a zombie spawner. I have a another skelly spawner, like super low to the ground in a different area. Let's take the apple. That's probably good. Ooh, more diamond horse armor. Love it. Redstone. Obviously gonna take that. Don't need the rest of this crap. There's diamond over here. I need to get that. Little sketch. I should have brought my frickin'. Can they get me from up there? No, you can't, jerks. What'd you get? I should have brought my bow. I don't know why I didn't do that. Yeah, whatever. There's more. I'm not even gonna risk it. It was too dangerous. Yeah, I'm not even gonna take note of where those are. I just know they're back here somewhere. What other junk do I have on me? All right. Let's see if I can find the way back. I always get lost in these places whenever I'm trying to be all, let's find all the good stuff down here. And then I end up getting lost. Was it down here? I remember jumping up. Some gold. I'll take it. I'll take it. I need it for stuff. Let's see, where's it back here? I might do cheaty cam. Oh, I might not have to actually. Now that I think about it, I'm not even gonna go there. It's over here somewhere. I mean, yeah, that's another thing. It's like I played this game so much, like it doesn't bother me to use cheaty cam for stuff. Like I've played this game way too damn much, and sometimes I'm just like, whatever. I'm going to see what's down this hill, or down this corridor. So it doesn't bother me. I don't like when people use it. It doesn't bother me. I don't think it takes away from anything. I played this game way too much to be like stressing out about, you know, whatever. It's like playing Skyrim. I think that's one of the things too. Like I'm thinking about starting a Skyrim Let's Play. It's a good bow. Nope. Where I just like start the whole, like the game just doesn't even start the same. It's like a completely different experience where I could just start as like an innkeeper or something. Okay, I'm gonna cheaty cam real quick and see where I'm at. Let's block myself in so I don't get blown up. Safe. Okay, now I'm safe. Where is my tunnel? Okay, it's right here. Oh, dude, it's right there. Where am I at? Oh, and there's diamonds there too. See, that's when people get butthurt about the cheaty cam situation. All right, cool. It's literally like right up around the corner. What corner that is, I don't know. This one? Yeah, there it is. There's the diamond. I actually saw that earlier, if I remember correctly. Anyway, yeah, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me to see people use free cam to get out of stuff, you know, whatever. I played this game before anything was made available for it, so. Ooh, he was a quick one. Give me a little scrap. Fully decked out. Skeleton there. My jerk. Got you. I'm gonna light this up. Do myself a favor. For future code, I almost said my real name. Which, I don't know. I'm still kind of on the edge about putting my real name out there. I'm pretty sure it'll be leaked at some point. Not sure why. I don't think it's that big of a deal. But let's go back. It was a fun little run that we did there. Arm is hurting. What time is 11:30? I might give it about 30 more minutes. We'll go organize some stuff. Rant about some more stuff. I hope the music's not too crazy. I had to adjust it, turn up a little bit yesterday. My game volumes are always set a little lower, just because especially here, we'll go. That'll be one of the things that we do last. is run to the whatchamacallit. I might, if I don't forget to go there. Let's move this over here because that'll go. That can go in there, that can go in there. Mob junk. I'm just gonna pick that up. I'm gonna just take it right here. Get out of here, jerk. And this needs to come back. And it's gonna run out of stuff there. All right, well, at least we got some of that. Let's pack up. Let's get all this. I really don't need to throw it all inside there. Okay, yeah, let's run upstairs. Yeah, but one of the things I dread doing in this game is like, because I built the farm for the whatchamacallit, the Ender dudes, and I got probably about an hour and a half into it, and then I just went like creative. I'm like, I don't care. I honestly don't care. This is way too much time. So like things that take up a lot of my time, I really don't care about. And the one thing that bugs me, it's like I have a hard time in the game doing like things that just take forever. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of one of those situations where well, maybe not something that takes way too long. If it's something that I know it's going to just be like ridiculous amounts of time. I just looked at that Enderman. I don't think he cares since I'm looking through a window. It's not too big of a deal. Like, where's all this going to go? All right, let's getting sidetracked here. Like gathering materials and stuff. It's like, yeah, I'll go dig for a long time to do something. But if it's something that like, it's just going to take way too much time, I'm just like, whatever. It doesn't bother me. Again, this is more crap that needs to come over here. That apple can go there. That can go there. This book can go back upstairs. I think respiration 3 is the highest you can go with this anyway. I'll do that in a minute. Let's get those can go. It's going to go in the junk box. But yeah, you know, it's just weird. Everyone freaks out about that stuff, and it's like, what's the point? Just have fun. Just have fun. Fun, fun, fun. I forgot I did this. It's looking good. All right, so I didn't get any coal. A deep slate. Got some of this. Got some diamonds. This dude, and then this guy. Yeah, and these are just chests with hoppers behind them. That's all it is. Let's go to the back and drop this off in the redstone box. This bass in this track that's playing right now sounds like a rip off of that song I don't remember the name of. The hip hop hippie, the hip hop song. It's a blatant rip off. I would just change a couple notes, but yeah, the cadence is identical. Respiration. I know I have respiration around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I'll just put it next to that one. All right. What's in here? The dyes can come out. That's not important. The axe can stay down here. Those can stay. Put the dyes over here. I think my dyes were in one of these boxes. There. I don't know. That'll work. Yeah, let's Yeah, I really don't need to go to the farm right now. It's not bad at all. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna call it. I'm pretty much gonna go upstairs for a few minutes, and probably get something to eat. Take ibuprofen for my old man arm, and probably just play again for a little bit, but you know, off camera, do some updates. There we go. There's 48 of those. Nice. So the creeper farm, that might be a thing. I'm not sure. That really depends on how I feel with doing a massive project. So let's put those there. But yeah, no, I'm gonna call it. I don't think I have anything else I need to get done right off the rip over here. So anyways, yeah, it's a good one. I had fun today doing all kinds of random stuff. I built some things, mined, yawned, invented a lot. But you know, it is what it is. But all right, well, I appreciate it. Whoever watches this VOD later, that's awesome. You know, I am on YouTube. It's in the you'll see my YouTube link in my about side, the about tab in my page, my Blue Sky. Follow me there. I usually send out notifications when I go live. Sometimes I forget, but you know, if you follow, you'll see them on Twitch, and you'll see them on post on YouTube pretty quickly. So thanks. Have a good one. I actually forgot that in my ending, I left the Roadcaster on. So, the music, the whole music, I'm going to talk about that. I actually made that track. It'll give me something to talk about while I'm here. It's muted for me, I think, but it's playing. I can see it. But yeah, anyway, my socials are right there. My social media stuff, my YouTube channel, my Blue Sky. But yeah, this track, I wrote this track myself. I produced the whole thing, and I got back into producing music, something I did a long time ago, again with the layoff. I got plenty of time on my hands to do things. So, but yeah, no, again, follow me on YouTube, go to Blue Sky, check it out. I might get a Twitter account. I don't know. I might just fall for it and just use it specifically for advertising and getting my name out there. So anyway, that's all I got. Yeah. Thanks whoever watches the VOD, because I think I'm the only one. I'm talking to myself again, but you know, if you see it in the VOD and you made it this far, thank you. I will probably watch it back just to see if there's anything I can change with the audio, the sonic side of the video, or you know, bit rates, and in the actual stream itself. It looks pretty good. I'm not seeing any issues with the stats, but who knows. But anyway, yeah, awesome. Thanks everyone. Have a good rest of your whatever. If it's the weekend, the day, the night, whatever. Have a good one. Take care.